My body.
My body
is an average body.
And my body is wonderful. I mean, I guess to put it all out there, I'm a mixed race male, I guess you can see physically. And I'm also a gay male. And all of those things really do affect my body image, and they've always affected sort of my conception of self. Growing up, it was a terrible thing. It was a terrible situation. And I think it kind of gets overlooked a lot. I mean, everybody goes through their struggles, and a lot of the struggles we go through, when I'm talking about race and gender, everyone goes through those struggles, and I think a lot of those things that we go through have to do with the way that we look. And I think a lot of times the group of people that gets overlooked, at least I always felt this way, was people who were mixed race. And growing up, it was always sort of this tug of war between every side and every neighborhood and every sort of social level, telling me I need to look like this, I need to look like that, I need to wear these clothes, or I need to not wear these clothes because I want to look like us, I don't want to look like them. And it was all this sort of breaking of all this setting up of boundaries, whereas I was constantly breaking them. So I was always sort of jumping between groups, and I had friends of all groups and everything. I think one of the things that really helped me to understand and come to terms with the way that I look physically, my facial features, everything that has to do with my face, everything that has to do with my skin color, my hair and its color and its texture, my eyes, everything, all those things. In a way, I almost hate to say it, but it was when I left the country and I went to other countries, and I saw other conceptions of beauty from people who looked a lot like me. And actually the example that I always think back to, the sort of most defining example, was when I spent a summer living and working in Morocco. And if you don't know about Morocco, it's a palette. It's the biggest palette of people I've ever seen, color-wise. You know, white to black, and all the different browns and mixes, everything in between. And the people there love it, and they have almost no qualms about it. Whatever your skin color is, it's like they see it as beautiful. And your hair, whatever it looks like, they see it as beautiful. Your face, oh, they love it. You have a big nose, it's beautiful. You have a small nose, it's beautiful. You know, whatever it is, your cheeks, they're gorgeous, you know? There's just such this interest in the beauty of diversity that I think in a lot of ways we lack here, but I think thankfully we're getting towards. For most of my life, I've been overweight actually until, let's see, I'm 23 now, and I'd say probably by the time I was 18, I was solidly a good weight for my body size, per the doctor's consignment. And so it was always really rough growing up and having to deal with that, but I just got through it because all that I was, like all that was my personality and all that was my sort of, I guess, inner light or my inner love, I wanted that to be showing on the outside of my body, and I felt like it was always so clouded by the way that I looked physically. And it kind of gets back to what I was saying, this negativity, positivity, because the way that I looked physically was not coming from positivity, it was coming from negativity. And I mean, getting through the hard times really was just a lot of willpower and a lot of me wanting to be the person that I really was and not letting the rest of the world sort of pile on top of me and turn me into some other sort of product of their own making.